Hi, welcome back to Cooking is a Lifestyle. Debbie here. Today I have a quick tutorial for you, and it's gonna be on this cute ear warmer. The days are getting colder. Finally, I should say, it's been really, I live in New York, so it's been really hot over here, and these past few days have been a little chilly. So sweater weather is upon us, and so I thought I would show you how I created this cute little ear warmer that my daughter asked me for, my oldest daughter. She said it's starting to get cold. I have to walk to the train station. I need something to keep my ears warm. So I came up with this cute but simple ear warmer, or headband, if you want to call it. And it has a little button back here. I know this is black, it's hard to see on camera, but I decided to make a strap and add a button to it instead of sewing it here in the back, so that way you can adjust it to your size, because my daughter's head is really small, just as small as this mannequin's head. So that's the reason why I did it, because if I would have that way she could adjust it. See, here it's a little stretched out, but I'm shortening her head. It's gonna be a little tighter here. So you can add the button, put the button wherever you please. You can move it more up if you wanted to, or more this way, according to your head size. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and show you how to make it. So to create the ear warmer, we are going to be using, I have here Red Heart Super Saver. I have an eye hook, which is a 5.5 millimeter hook. I have some craft scissors, button, and a tapestry needle. Now, to make the ear warmer, you can use whatever you have in hand. If you have thicker yarn, you just use that and just make less chains. Or if you have smaller yarn, like a size 3 yarn, you can make less chains. Is what I'm trying to say, that you can just make this your own. It's basically not a pattern, it's just something that I came up with, and it's really easy to do. So let's get started. I'm going to show you now. Alright, so to begin our ear warmer, I started with a foundation half double crochet of 12. Now if you want to make this wider than what this is here, which I can tell you how wide it is. Let me get my ruler real quick. And I have to excuse my voice. I am a little sick, so my voice is like in and out. So this is about 4 inches wide. So if you wanted to make it maybe an inch bigger than that, maybe 5 inches, what you can do is just do a foundation half double crochet of 14, because then what I did is I single crocheted around the whole thing, so that will make it a little bit wider. So I'll say either 12 to 14 chains. You don't want to make it wider than that, because then it's just gonna look funny on your head, because it's gonna be too big. It's gonna cover more than just your ears. So this one I did 12. Now if you don't know how to do a foundation half double crochet, head on over to my channel and you will find a tutorial on it here that I did about 8 months ago on my channel. So you can head there, or you can just chain up 13 and half double crochet into the second chain. Alright, so here I have my 12 foundation half double crochet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my work, and all I'm going to do is chain up 2, and that's going to count as our first half double crochet. And then I'm going to half double crochet into the next space, which is right here, and then the next, and the next. And what I did with this pattern to make it look like this little crinkle you see here, all I did was I half double crocheted. I have here 4 half double crochet so far, right? So in the next 4, what I'm going to do is half double crochet, but in the back loop only. And that's what made it look like that. Very simple, easy, something you can whip up in less than an hour and head out the door with, if you feel like you need it on a cold day. And then you just half double crochet in both loops in the next, or I should say the last 4 spaces. And that's basically it. You keep doing this until how many rows that I did, I don't know, I have to count them, but as you can see there, see the little ridge here, and when you turn it around you just do the same exact thing. So to continue, you're just gonna make as many rounds as you think is necessary to put around your head, that big, wide enough to fit around your head. And that's basically it. That's the gist of the pattern. But I believe I made 40 rows for this one, and then at the end I just did the little strap here to connect to the button on the other side, but I'll show you that towards the end. So all you're gonna do basically is just do the same thing, chain up 2, half double crochet the next 3 in both loops, and then half double crochet in the back loops of the next 4. And then half double crochet in both loops of the last 4 spaces. So just continue to do that until you have about 40 or more, depending on how big you need it. And don't forget that the chain 2 that we started with, you need to make 1 half double crochet in there, because that is your first half double crochet. So don't forget to insert your hook into that chain 2 space and make your half double crochet. Turn your work and repeat, and I'll meet you back. Alright, so I made exactly 40 rows of half double crochet, counting that foundation chain that we started with, foundation half double crochet that we started with. We have a total of 40 rows. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to turn my work, and I'm just going to chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet across and around the entire piece. So we're going to single crochet into that first space where we did the chain 1, and then just 1 single crochet all around. And when you get to the sides of the head warmer, just, I didn't count how many single crochets I put there. I mean, on top you're gonna have a total of 12, but on the sides it doesn't really matter of the single crochet. Just go around it, that's all. Take a look, so that, see how it looks now, so it could just look clean. And then of course we're gonna put 1 into that, the top of that chain 2, and then just slightly turn your work like that, and then just begin here. 1 single crochet in there, 1 single crochet here somewhere, just push your hook through wherever you can fit it, and then in these spaces I just went into those spaces, and then here and so on. So just keep doing that all the way around till you get to the beginning. Alright, so I worked my way all around, and I'm back to the first single crochet that we started with, and I'm going to slip stitch right in there. And now to make the little strap here, all I did was, let me see, I made how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half double crochet. So I just work my way to about the middle of the piece. I think I slip stitch my way to about right here, I think, and then made 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So just slip stitch your way 2 times. Slip stitch over 2 times. 1, 2. Well, actually 3 times. and then just chain up 2. Well, actually here I just chained 1 and I went in that same stitch and I half double crocheted there, then the next one and the next one. Total of 5 half double crochets. Doesn't have to be perfect, and as you can see there, that's what it should look like. And then all we're gonna do is turn our work, and I did a total of how many? I did it 3 times, so 3 rows of half double crochet here. So chain up 1 and half double crochet into that same space, and every space after that, like so. And don't forget that last one, which hides a little bit. There you go. And then turn it again, chain 1, half double crochet. I'm gonna turn, and then what did I do? Gotta remember what I did. I think I chained 1 and I single crocheted in there, maybe, and then I chained 4, 1, 2. You could do less chains if you want to make it tighter. I chained 3 and then I single crocheted into that last one. That's just for the button, the strap for the button, so you can close it up. So you can see there. You can see that, yeah. So if you want to make just 2 chains, you could do that. I think I'm gonna do that. Just gonna make 2 chains for this one, because this one I think came out pretty big, and the buttons are not so big, the ones that I have anyway. So I'm just gonna chain up 2 and then slip stitch into that. I mean, well, not slip stitch, but single crochet into that last space, and there, and then just cast off there, and you're done. All you have to do is put it in, sew in your button. I'm gonna cut, my scissors are messing up. Let's get me some new ones. So there you go. Pull that off. Don't forget to hide all your ends, and then just decide where you want to put your button. If you want to put it closer to the edge, or if you want to put it more in here, so the strap could go like this, or you want to put it over here. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna put it the same way I did the black one, because this is gonna be also for my daughter. I'm making her too, and if she requests any other colors, I'll do more. And then these buttons, I got them from Michael's. When you're standing at the register waiting to check out, they have, sometimes I have them there. They're just $1, and I'm using this one. You can see that, using that button, because they have different shapes, I guess you could say. This one has more of an, like a little edge there. This one doesn't, and this only has 2 holes. This one has 4. So I'm going to use that button, and I'm going to take a piece of this same yarn that I just used, cut a piece off. Doesn't matter how long, just, you know, long enough to sew in the button. I'm going to take my button, I'm going to put this here together, and then get my button, put it where I think I'm going to sew it, like right there. Pick this up, and I'm going to start from the back, like so. Put it into that first little hole. Now sometimes you got to use a little bit of muscle to get that needle in. I'm using a small needle, and then I'm going to go back and forth like this. Find the I'm going to do it again for safekeeping, so it don't come off. Now this is when you have to work your muscles a little bit, and maybe just push down like that, so it can come out the other end. Sometimes it's a little hard. There, it came out. And do it again. So do the other side, and one more time. And then what I like to do in the back is I pull on them, take the tapestry, well, I'm going to leave the tapestry on it because I'm going to sew these little ends behind the head warmer, so so I can secure it a little bit more. So I'm just going to knot it up a few times, just make knots. You don't want the button to come off. And then just take that tapestry needle and just weave it through the back of your work. Hide it in there. And that's basically it. Just go like that, come back up. Very simple little project. You can finish, like I said, in less than an hour. And then do the same thing with the other end. If I could get it in here. There you go. And just sew it through the back. This is just to make sure the button doesn't come off, that's all. Little extra help for it. And then bring it back the other way. And that's it. Stretch it out a little bit. Oh, forgot. Gotta sew in this end. From the strap back here. So just put it in like so. Okay, that's it. Cut that off. Make sure you pull on it. And then it doesn't matter which way you put it. Well, actually it does because your button is on one side. Just cut this little straggler off and then you close it up. And you have a little headband. Well, an ear warmer or a headband if you rather. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it was helpful and that I explained myself very well. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you soon. See you in the next one.